What's good, man? We back with another video, man. You already know what it is, man. Real life joker, man. We gotta do the reactions. Before I get started, make sure you do the thing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. As you already know, as you've seen in the title, this one is in regards to Miss Sidney Starr, this transgender, transformer, whatever you want to call it, man. One of the first celebrity transgenders that kind of made it out. Y'all know her from, of course, going against Chingy. Back in the day, of course, posting a picture, and she's been on Love and Hip Hop. I think she's been on a few other shows. But as y'all notice, she of course recently got arrested for a lot of bad things to a minor. From the details that's come out, she was in Atlanta at a hotel. She was arrested at the hotel where social media people went up and put pictures out and videos of her out. Showing her, of course, going basically, essaying a 13-year-old boy. From some things that she said, from some stuff that I've seen that she said, I think she's talking to a mother because she got booked in, of course, Fulton County or whatever Atlanta's county is. She's facing, I think, 5 years to life. She's facing a life sentence with this, some of the worst of charges. But she said that she did not know it was a 13-year-old boy. The boy said he was 18, so she does not deny it. She is stating that she did not know it was a 13-year-old boy, that the boy lied or whatever, and she thought the boy was 18. She said that, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You already know I always gotta do a drink. Let y'all know what this is. This is Hennessy Berry on the Rocks. Hennessy Berry on the Rocks. With that being said, hold on, I just got a text in. I don't think so. Sorry, had to send a message. She's facing life. She didn't know the boy was 13. She, just, it's all bad. They say when the police actually pulled her over, they found a condom, an unused condom, out the wrapper falling out of her jeans. And I'm like, man, what the hell does she have going on with this 13-year-old boy? So I did this video to let you know, I kind of really know what's going on. If y'all kind of want to know what's going on, I'm gonna give y'all the tea. As y'all know, we have booked Sidney Starr to come out to Real Life Street Stars. She actually wasn't booked by Real Life Street Stars in the past. She was booked by a lady who's been on Real Life Street Stars by the name of Genesis. She was booked for a panel to have a discussion of, I forgot what the discussion was about. I think it was about social media influencers getting together talking about social media influencing. So it was Amber Ali, S0D0M, Anton Daniels, but he was booked, but he came, he just didn't get on the panel. And of course, Sidney Starr is one of them. So Sidney Starr is someone that we, of course, we recorded that. We were the producers of that show as far as production, as far as shooting it and getting the audio and editing it. And then, of course, she came over to do a Real Life Street Stars interview along with Anton Daniels and things of that nature. So if y'all haven't seen the interview with Sidney Starr on Real Life Street Stars, go over to Real Life Street Stars or even the Real Life Street Stars Clips channel. You'll watch that full interview. That was my first time meeting Sidney Starr. A couple of guys in the room, I already knew her as a transgender, but a couple of guys in the room did not know she was a transgender. I even think one of the dudes was like, bro, her breasts look so real that, I think he was like, I don't give a damn if she's transgender, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably take that down. I'm like, damn, this world is going crazy. But with that being said, we did an interview with her. We got pretty in depth with her story. The whole time, I didn't know whether to say he or she because I like to respect if a transgender woman is moving as a female in my presence. I could call it he all day, but in the presence, if I'm not trying to have an argument with, especially somebody we bring on as a guest, I'm not trying to argue with her and some of her semantics. I'm not gonna say them, they, or it. If she recognizes herself as a she, I'm gonna say she, but that's kind of what we were dealing with at the time. We were like, we were saying you and her and she, and the other was like him, you, hey boy, and it was weird, but for the most part, I respect it as she in the presence of her. So when I'm out of the present, it could be him. As of right now, it's him because that mugshot that looked like BMF, looked like Big Meech, that is a him. That is a man, sir. So with that being said, it just depends on how a person looks. So at the time she did the interview, it was a very dope interview. She told us about her, of course, transitioning to a female at 13. That is ironic because it's a 13-year-old boy that was, of course, victimized. For the most part, she looked it like she was an all-female, talked very feminine until she burped. When she burped like a dude, and she like, excuse me. And I like, dang, yeah, that's a man right there. So go watch the interview if you don't mind. Go watch the interview. But with that being said, with these new charges, of course, I'm going to go down the list of charges. I'm going to read it out to you guys if y'all haven't heard. I'm just giving my reaction to it, just knowing who the person is. Let's go and get to it. I do feel like Sidney Starr is guilty because Sidney Starr, she goes city to city, like, and I don't want to call it OnlyFans, but kind of like an escort. She goes city to city. She'll post that she's in the city. She'll actually name her prices, like, hey, if y'all try to come to this hotel, here's my price. And if you ever seen her content, if ever you follow her on Instagram, she'll be posting that she's in a room with a random. Like, she'll post that she's in a room with a random. I know she had a pretty big relationship with Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. That in itself was on and off again. He ended up, confessing. First he said they were friends, and then he ended up confessing his love for her. Then he bought her sex change, operation, along with some few persons. So I believe he actually likes the girl, man. I believe he loves her spirit. I don't know, whatever that is. Hollywood's a different place. But with that being said, she does post that she comes to cities. She does post prices saying that, hey, if you want to pull up, name your price and we can work something out. So, in my thoughts, because I don't know if she's from Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta right now, by the way. I'm actually at the Marriott, downtown Atlanta. If y'all have never stayed at the Marriott, I think it's called the Marriott Marquis. Very dope hotel. If ever you come to Atlanta, I know it says 4-star hotel, but I feel like it's a 5-star hotel just because of the way it looks. It's a beautiful hotel. Get you a high floor. This is my second time in this hotel. I love it. I might one day try the Westin because the Westin's a bigger hotel. But of course, always the Ritz-Carlton and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm here now. I'm in Atlanta right now. And I can see that I do believe the boy lied about his age. Again, this all allegedly. I don't even know if she's guilty of anything. It's all alleged. But I do believe the boy lied about his age. I do believe he said that he was 18. I do believe he had some bread and wanted to pay her to come perform sexual acts on him. I believe that happened. I would say the only reason she got caught is because either one, it was a sting operation, meaning that somebody was watching this boy's activities or set him up to get her or to get people. It could have been a sting operation, or two, the boy's mother knew where he was, had his location maybe. He's only 13. He had a cell phone, had his location, saw that he was at a hotel, saw what was going on and called the laws immediately. I don't know the details, but I think that, one of the two happened. It was either a sting operation or the boy's mother found out where his boy's at an Atlanta hotel with a grown-up who's too old. It shouldn't even matter the amount of money that she wanted. It was all messed up. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and read off the first alleged charges off the rip. So let me see. And I'm going strictly off of this is the Shade Room posting. This is a Shade Room posting, and if y'all never seen Sidney Starr, this is how she looks. Let me fix that. Oh well, there you go. That's how she looks, and she has a mugshot. But it says TV personality Sidney Starr, known for her bold antics on shows, is in legal trouble for a disturbing alleged crime. Based on records, Sidney was arrested in Georgia on charges of sexual battery of a child under 16, child molestation, and sodomy. Now, the exact details surrounding the arrest haven't been made public yet, but she's been held by Hapeville Police Department, booked on August 2nd. Sidney is most likely known. Okay, so anyway, there's that. I'm gonna go through a couple of these comments because I like to call this straight to the comments because we're gonna go straight to the comments. Somebody put good for Chingy. That was Hitmaker. Good for Chingy, shaking my effing head. The F, peep where it says black male. I guess they must say black male down there. Somebody said peep where it says black male. Let's see, because these comments are gonna get crazy. Sidney Starr PDF file. That wasn't on my 2026 bingo card. No, it wasn't. Sidney basically a man trying to F a little boy. Only difference is surgery. So yeah, a grown man preying on boys. I mean, that's why I said it's a man, sir. As a member of the House of Star, there's no relation between Sidney and I. Just a reminder, somebody must be named Star. Somebody said Chingy finally getting some justice, men's prison, and make it stat. I wonder how she would do in men's prison, man. That's crazy. Chingy somewhere like checkmate. Everybody's on Chingy's side. It's crazy y'all posted her now, but when she was doing good things in life, y'all never posted her. I guess y'all post the bad. Y'all only post the bad. It's kind of the way of the internet. It is what it is. Everyone I know who you are in my personal life, the molested by an adult of the same sex. This isn't surprise me at all. Oh, man. So hurt people is what they say. Lust has an appetite. It grows eventually and has no picks. Knew that karma for what he did to that man, was coming soon. I'm assuming they're talking about him doing it to Chingy. Oh, y'all couldn't wait to vilify us as a community in these comments. Leave her journey to her and not as a collective. Yeah, so I seen there's some other popular people like what's that lady name or that man's name? It's a big man. I forget the name. Funky.Neva came out. Some other transgender people came out and said that this does not, don't put one bad apple to ruin the whole bunch. You know, this is not what we're all on. We're all not looking for little boys and little situations. Again, I believe Sidney Starr was just looking for a come up. It wasn't even about the boy. It wasn't about the 13-year-old. It was about money. He must have had some money that he must have had an infatuation with Sidney Starr and called upon her, and she bid on the money. All right, so there's another post. Let me go to the second one. This is her mugshot. Again, that's why I say it looks like Big Meech, because that is a very strong face with lip injections. And Sidney made a post. Let me see. It said it's giving Cleo vibes from Set It Off. It says the mugshot has been released following a recent arrest of multiple felonies, including aggravated child assault. She has multiple felonies. I will go through these comments, but I think there is one more clip I have, which I'm gonna go through. Here we go. It says update. Here we go. It says update. There go the mugshot and her. It says update. Sidney Starr facing life in prison after arrested and alleged for child molestation. Let me go and read it. This is from the Neighborhood Talk, so shout out Neighborhood Talk. I said, it says neighbors, Sidney Starr is facing the possibility of life in prison after being arrested in Georgia on multiple felony charges involving alleged incident with a juvenile. According to online jail records, Starr was booked under the legal name Sydney Favors, and I didn't know her name was Sydney Favors, and is being held on charges. Well, she must have changed her name, 'cause I know she wasn't born Sydney. And is being held on charges that include aggravated child molestation, aggravated sodomy, sexual battery involving a minor. Authorities say the arrest stems from an alleged incident reported on an Embassy Suites Hotel in Hapeville on August 2nd. So she was in Hapeville. I don't know what part of Atlanta.